She lucky this ain't Vegas and it was Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? After this, we would have been out of here.
All right, so kick it off.
I guess I'm gonna go live. Let's do it.
Kick it off.
We good? Green light? Good to go? Oh, we rock steady, and we're off.
And we're out.
To see the wizard. Wonderful.
The wonderful wizard.
Welcome, y'all. How y'all doing, man? This is DJ S.O.S, and I'm excited to bring it to you finally. The SmoKingz. Now, I mean, a brand new podcast brought to you by the big homies. I'm your host. In every episode, I'll be actually featured and bringing on a bunch of the powerful brothers. SmoKingz, as we call them. Kings or queens in their own rights. So let's jump straight into it. I mean, to introduce the homies, starting from my right clockwise. I'm going to allow y'all boys to introduce yourself. Who the hell are y'all boys rocking with me this afternoon? What's up?
Well, my name's Armani, a.k.a. Malcolm. Very Jamaican. I just, I like to switch it up when I want.
Word.
Over to the right.
The word. Who else we got over there? Big homie. Who that in the cut?
Yo, it's your boy Sir DQ. I'm here. I also am Jamaican. Huh?
Oh.
Big vibes. I go on big up the place, country. Big up.
Rotted.
Yeah. Big up for real.
Shit, no pressure. It's your boy Uncle B, UNKLE, off top. I'm just here with the boys, we representing.
This nigga too cool. Why your voice
Too cool. My dog.
He doing
And I'm
it.
excited, man. This is actually the first episode, the pilot episode of SmoKingz. It's actually been a thought for some time now, and we just honored to kind of bring you the vibes and what it is. What is SmoKingz? I mean, when I talked about this to a couple of the homies for some time, I was like, yo, when you think of the name SmoKingz as the podcast, what is the first thing that pop up in your minds? I mean, like, I'm gonna throw that to y'all. What y'all think?
Smoking, duh.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course.
Let's light this thing,
Yeah.
brother.
Speaking of,
You know what I'm saying?
be a disrespectful guest. My mom taught me never come empty-handed.
Oh,
The boy had to come.
Uncle B in the wall with the
he pulled out a black scandal bag.
Oh,
Not
shit.
gonna
Very
lie.
Jamaican.
You know in the hood what that means.
That's
Very,
crazy.
very bumbuckler Jamaican.
Did you go to the store and get front up?
Shout out to the
It
big
ain't much, but
homie.
a little-
Yeah, I'm
little-
saying.
That boy.
The one
That's smell-
rolling, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
smell-
Give it a whiffy.
Give it a whiffy. That nigga surprised us low key, which I don't know.
Yeah, like this is the surpriser. Bing doo,
I
bing
just had to
doo.
Come through, bless
With the whoop, SmoKingz,
Yeah,
you can't be in SmoKingz and not rolling something.
Done, young sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe it. Let me see. No, I like it. I like it.
So as we start this show straight into it, I like to say, yo, straight into the grinder. Know what I mean? Just jump straight into it. Know what I mean? Like, yo,
Yo, watch out with that.
straight into the
grinder.
Straight into the grinder. Know what I mean?
Big
Straight into the
metaphor.
grinder, bro.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like, yo, this is who we are, bro.
Alright.
My biggest thing is as we introduce ourselves, like, yo, what are you proud to call yourself first? Like, for me personally, I'm proud to say I'm a human being, right? And I'm just different. What that means is, like, I got the highs and I got the lows. I got the far east. I got the far west. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud to be a full human being, not like a sheep per se. Know what I mean? So when I say that, I'm like, yo, what are you proud to call yourself? My guess, Amani, what you got?
I mean, for me, I can't even say call myself. I call myself a human being, but I like to say I'm a proud black person in a sense.
I didn't want to say that, but it was so hard to. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
for
so
sure.
proud
Proud
to be
black person.
black.
You get
Like,
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
like,
it's hard.
my
Not to
father
say.
cussed him about that. My dad cussed me the other day, and he said, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? And I said,
I see
black
strength.
man. He said, you don't see yourself?
I see strength. I see power.
Yeah, but-
I see a bad mother. It don't take no shit. Y'all remember that? Cool Runnings?
Cool
Am I
Runnings.
reaching? No?
Yes, but all of us can't do it. All of us can't do it.
But
We all Jamaican dumb. My fault.
You know what I'm saying? But like back to in a sense where as a black person, I just feel like going through the struggles, going through shit mentally that a lot of people don't understand. Even as a man, you get what I'm saying? As a black man, mentally, a lot of people don't understand what we go through mentally. And I'm a proud person to say, yeah, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of different situations. And it made me feel like, yeah, I'm proud to be who the fuck I am now.
Dope.
Me off top, first thing I'm saying, I'm the father, B.
Niggas is taking
Niggas
my
taking your
shit,
shit.
bro.
Come on, son.
I left that out for y'all,
I'm not
too.
even trying to
Black
play the sentiment.
Father, out of the question.
I'm not trying to play the sentimental vibe, but I got my seat and I gotta hold it down for him. So
Shout out to Rocket. You know what I mean?
off top.
Shout out to all the parents.
Shout out to all the parents in the building for sure. That's why it was a thought of mine first and foremost to do the topic we got. But before we get into the topic, I kind of want to keep the intro Uncle B. You know what I mean, for the big homies. How long? Real quick. Did you answer D? Did you answer?
I didn't, but I haven't answered. But you know, I'm proud. Honestly, I'm actually proud of obviously being black. Proud of also being a father, but I'm also proud of, you know, being a man who is balanced.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean? I can honestly say, I don't care what nobody say. I am petty. I can be rude, but I am very kind. I'm very sweet.
Yeah, that's my aspect of the human.
I can be very much of an asshole, but
Facts.
I am very
Just as
much
lovely.
there when you're there. You know what
Facts.
I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So you know, I can definitely say I'm a man. I'm proud to say that I'm a man in touch with his feelings.
For sure. I'm human.
Not in my feelings, but I can honestly
I can tap in when it's
I
time.
can tell my girl.
Yeah.
I can look at my girl and say, you know what? You wrong for that. I don't like that.
Yeah, you hurt my feelings
I
on that
don't like
moment.
that. I don't like that.
Yeah, for sure. I say that.
Saying that you hurt my feelings is a whole other thing. Cause soon as you about to say it, you're like, you can't make no girl know say it.
Yeah, no. I think it's
Serious.
I think that's a Jamaican innocent as well
No,
too.
real talk.
But I think just being able to be human in that moment and experience that and go through that feeling. I mean, I think that's, and again, to tap into that, I think just being a duality. You know what I mean? Like the highs and the lows and.
And I ain't gonna lie, that really has played a pivotal role in my relationship. Because honestly, like, my girl has learned to deal with a man like me. We've been together 10 years plus. You know what I mean? She's never been with somebody that's like, I consistently care about the ins and outs about you, and I want you to respect the ins and outs
of how I
about
feel
me.
too. Facts.
You know what I mean? So don't think so that me I work hard, I make money, that say well, me don't have feelings, me no, everything is just pum pum and work for me.
Facts.
Facts.
Yo.
You have to say facts. You know why?
Facts.
Because a lot of us men go through exactly.
William just said. Yeah, absolutely.
And not being able to fucking
to communicate it.
And we realize it, you know. As a man, you realize it, you know. But you're like, fuck. Let me go to the gym. Fuck. Let me go play something.
Yeah.
Let me spin
You
the
never
block.
really sit down and have.
Let me spin the block. That's another one. Absolutely. Let me spin the block 2 times. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Try to refrain from that.
Beautiful points. So my question to DQ, I want to ask that we keep the intro and I mean into the grinder real quick. How long have you been smoking, bro?
Okay, so I'm gonna say my first joint gotta be like my freshman, sophomore year of high school. So I would say 04, 05.
How about you, Russ? Monty, what you got? How long you been smoking?
Brother,
That's a good 20 plus.
Misa.
I'd say about 15. I calculated to I'm on the precipice about it too.
15 old man. Yo, I grew up I went to school in Kingston.
Tone man.
Throwing man.
No, me not really a tone man, to be honest with you.
Sorry, I did not mean to.
No, you're all right.
How do you
I
identify? My
don't take
bad.
offense to any of that.
Yard man.
So, no, I can give my backstory. You get me I say?
Why?
I for the back. You get me I say? But yeah.
Yeah, with no one there.
You get me I say? But yo,
Said pause. Nigga said why. Nigga said he.
That's a moment right there, man.
Yo.
So that's hilarious.
But in honesty, born in Jersey. Right?
Damn, that's
never grew up in Jersey, grew up in Jamaica. Went to high school at Arden, but every weekend I go home to where my father's from, which is Orange Hill, Jamaica. Ganja capital of Jamaica. Big up on yourself as well. You understand? So growing up for me, I used to pick weed on a regular basis.
Nonsense.
How old?
Probably start off at the age of 11, 12.
That's not so bad. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
If you was in a,
Not so bad.
No, because if you was
I got a 10-year-old now, so as I think about it, I'm like, yeah, you about.
no, that's not because if you was in America,
It's something
you would have reached middle school. And
Yeah,
around a
that's-
little school, a lot of people start seeing
going
their
on
friends
feeding,
start
Yeah, for
smoking
sure.
them to eat.
Again, 10, 11, it's a big people age. Jamaica? That's a big people age.
Even 10, 11, y'all go to school, go buy a red stripe for your father.
Big people age. In Jamaica, bro, you damn near. That's different world, bro.
In
Fact.
Jamaica, 10, 11, you supposed to call a taxi, go to the store, and come back.
Go to school and come back by
It's a
yourself,
different
bro.
culture. And it's, I think that's one of the beautiful things about it. Like the dynamic of the show as we gonna continue to grow is like the cultures are gonna start blending, and we gonna kind of like be able to talk between like
People
how
from
we
different-
got here in different cultures, and
Of
you know
course.
what I mean. Like, and I think that's a beautiful part about
We
it.
got the best of both worlds.
So as I throw this question to Brandon, like yo, or Uncle B, as we say, yo, how it or and why you got into smoking? I mean, as we kind of go into the grind and the guest breakdown.
I probably started smoking. Picked up my fresh joint. snuck it out the parents' room.
Oh shit, y'all got. Oh, what's this right here, Mom?
Bro, I snuck the little buds out the parents' room. Try to be finesse with the paper, with the school book paper. That's probably.
I think everybody rolled something out of the school book paper.
And
never. You guys are
if it wasn't like a school,
Bro.
to be 100 with you, sorry to cut you, but it was a Bible leaf paper. Like for me,
I've seen
the
the
random
Bible
paper,
and I promise I might have, but I'm not gonna say.
You know what?
Get nobody else
Let me-
struck down with me and say that.
no,
I
they
might
got
have-
the blank leaves,
I
bro.
might have done that, bruv.
I'm not gonna lie. Still, now I gotta think back. Now you said my first time smoking. My first time smoking herb was that. But I'm an idiot when I was young.
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
I remember me and my brethren find one pipe. Pause. And we literally put some herbs in it.
Alright.
And we had tried smoke out of it. This is not even
Bro, you
ganja,
don't even know
nigga.
what
This is
you
literally like
doing.
some leaves or
Nah,
some
I ain't gonna
idiot
hold
shit.
you.
And we literally find some match and light and smoke. We're like, yeah, this is not what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
Nah,
nah.
I don't even know what
This
you're
is
doing.
idiot thing.
I'm smoking this shit in the fucking guest room and shit. Like nobody's gonna smell it. It was wild. But when I started smoking big time, probably like 9th grade, 2006 and shit. Probably going in like smoking hard and niggas is looking at me like, whoa.
Whoa. Do you remember why? Do you remember like how, like what was that, like how you got into that at that moment?
I'm not blaming anybody.
No, for sure. It's
Snoop was definitely the influence. Snoop and Wayne off top.
yeah. Wayne was him.
Snoop and Wayne, I'm looking at them boys like, damn.
Wayne was him. We came to during that time frame. I can, you know what I'm
You
saying?
hear what I'm saying? Like, so that's really what it was. And from then on, it just kept me in vibe. You know what I'm saying? Early morning split before school and shit, just running it up.
I ain't gonna flex either. This is all rekindling memories in my mind right now. The reason why I smoke is probably the reason why a lot of people when I met they smoke. Try to fit in and be cool.
Yeah.
I literally was at a college with my sister's boyfriend hanging out at Oakwood Big Ol' Adventist University. And I'm chilling there. And they're like, yeah, we about to go smoke. You smoke? I'm 15. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sign me up.
And of course, the first time they say, the first time you smoke, you don't get high.
You don't get.
Bitch.
And that happened for me, and I was like, I eat that thing. I ain't really get high. Told my homeboy when I come back to the boarding school I was at in Adventist school, I go tell my brethren who's a pastor's kid, and he said, you smoke now?
Oh
Say less. We used to get frost.
Copyright.
I'm talking about, this is Cigarillo Dutch days.
Copyrights, yeah.
And I definitely vividly remember after that, it was like, oh, I like this still.
It's different. This is
This
my
is a
vibe.
me thing. Not every day, but when I want to, this is a me thing. And I dosed myself. I didn't become an avid smoker till college years, and that was my freshman, sophomore years.
I smoked extremely heavy college years.
That's
So,
when I started picking
as I
up.
thought
Every day
too.
smoking numerous spliffs was college for me.
So, I guess I asked you probably even said it too around that age you started picking herbs and your pops around them times, probably like 12. That's when you really started smoking herbs, did you say?
Pretty much, I would say, like, cause you'd be in the ganja field,
Yeah.
and you there with
That's the
scissors,
time,
and you
bro.
just cleaning, and you know the older guys they would stop and pause, and then we'll smoke.
How about one thing pon them? Know what I mean? And I
And I
chop.
said, John, oh, this shit smell good, you know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I used to love weed smoke.
Yo, and then you
Yeah,
know,
facts.
love weed smoke before I knew
I
what
can
it was.
always vouch for this. Like I don't know for every person, but for me, the natural grown weed of Jamaica, it gives me a different buzz than the
sure.
and chemical weed where we get
For
Yes, sir.
sure.
up here. So, you
Up
understand?
here, for sure.
So, like I said, growing up, my first spliff brother.
Brasa.
My first spliff brother, when we reach home, and my grandmother see me and she said,
What that? Get your eye them.
"So want the eye them?
Get your eye them.
What sting you?"
Was
Something caught your eye. You got something by wasp. That's crazy.
Dust. You
I
don't
was
know
like-
what to say,
I
bro.
was like,
You don't know what to say.
I said mama like
You
4 or
looking
5
square.
times, but you know Jamaican. Mama, what mama?
Mama, me don't know if it say. I don't know what to say, moms.
I'm just going in the room, go hold a shower.
smart man.
Well, frost.
Smart.
Well,
Hard in the
I
motherfucker.
didn't know how to feel. It was just like it was just like this amazing feeling. And when you walking, it's just like, oh,
Feeling groovy.
I remember getting high back in them days. I'd be high
Man.
all day.
And that
Smoke out
shit
joint
is
7 a.m. I'm talking about 6 p.m.
So
still frost.
as we say that fact, 6 p.m. So my favorite, as we intro and into the grind and kind of get a little intro about the big homies, man. What do y'all? What as you say that from 7 to about 6 p.m. What's your favorite to do? What's your favorite thing to do when you frost?
Well, I could tell you off the top. Well, you know what I'm saying. For me, literally,
Hi, frost. You know what I mean?
I do this shit every night. Literally, I turn on some good music. Honestly, and I listen to when I'm really high. I listen to some different shit. I don't listen to rap music. I don't listen to R&B. I listen to some very old school jazz music.
Yeah,
Mm.
same
And
here for sure.
I literally would draw for probably like
Drawing with the vibe.
an hour and a half.
That's one thing that boys
If
do.
I
gotta come
wasn't
up for sure.
drawing, I'm
Hella
writing.
high.
If I wasn't drawing, I'm writing. I'm lighting the spliff and I'm going off beat, off top.
That-
That's MySpace days. My MySpace was lit in a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting jiggy. That was my time to get like
I
creative.
love it.
Yeah, MySpace. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, your wallpapers, you had to put your closest
Bro.
8. I mean, remember them bloods?
hiding comments.
I don't
I'm
care
hiding.
Niggas
nobody
had a
say.
top 32.
Come on now, use
Yes,
man though.
my
Top
remember
32.
that?
Come on.
I don't care nobody say, bro. If MySpace was in now, that shit would have been took off bigger than fucking Instagram, bigger than all these.
You
shit.
think
Shout
so?
out to that boy
What?
Tom.
I don't know. I think they learned what
Instagram and
MySpace
Twitter
did.
kind of advanced
Bro.
the thing.
Yeah, I
Think about
think
it.
they learned
Think about
from
what
that.
I'm saying, bro. If MySpace had an app, like how Instagram has the app, because people on Instagram now still saying.
Touche, but I write just for shits and giggles. I felt like the beauty of MySpace was like that decoration of the page.
Yeah, it gave
Right?
You
It gave you that
That
ability to do what you want on your
right.
page.
And I think that is what. So then with that mobile app or that mobile device, I think. Yeah, I like that idea that you would be able to kind of do more customization, but like we're now in the age where people want to see just the shit. They don't really want to see like your paid. I mean,
I get it.
I don't know.
What we did take for granted with MySpace, I can agree with what he's saying, is that your MySpace page showed you.
You. I
Like
agree.
you,
You
like
get a
it was
better
what
sense
it was.
of,
You could
like-
try to fit in whatever you want to try to fit in, but it still showed like, okay, so you think these things are cool.
Yeah.
It still showed like, okay, I remember my MySpace page was full of all the rappers I like, and I know specifically, I knew I loved conscious hip hop music. So everybody was Talib Kweli, most
Yeah.
Tribe
Common.
Called
Facts.
Quest,
Facts.
Common, Jill Scott on there, like, you know what I mean. So I had all of that because I felt like that was essential to, if you come across my page, I want you to know this about me.
Exactly.
Know that I'm into this music. Know that I got a song playing. I remember I had Miguel Quickie. Mama, you looking like I'm just another guy. That was on my page. I remember when I reached that page, that was when I was on a different time. And that's I was like, yo, I've used this forget.
Yeah, facts. Like, well,
and girls used to come to your page.
Facts.
Oh my
I like
God,
your
ain't no
song.
Yeah. Cool, no man.
You want fuck. Fuck you want fuck.
Oh man, the beauties of history. Man, one thing I love about this marijuana thing, man, it just brings back a lot of memories. You know what I mean, deep down, like you sit down and med on something with a spliff. Know what I mean, you can't help but just like marinate in.
Fucking self, too.
And like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, what's your favorite strand or favorite type of weed? Know what I mean, what would you say, like indica, sativa? As we
I can't
still in this
say-
grinder.
Definitely indica. Definitely
my
indica.
favorite
I honestly
strain.
I don't have a favorite.
No,
Huh?
I don't.
My
I rather
favorite
I rather
like- I
indica
like-
all day.
I personally prefer indica
all
myself.
day. Put me in
Indica, but the creatives in my world would say they prefer sativas, right? Like a lot of the poets and the singer songwriters, like they're like, yo, let me get some sativa because it allows that creative thing. But for me, I like that head high, that oomph, that kick. But it's a time and a place. You know what I mean? Like that full body.
Yo,
The
The
first strain that I fell in love with was Northern Lights. After that was Sour D's.
okay.
That was actually
I can't say I have a favorite. You're right.
That's
That's
wild.
what I'm saying. It's hard for me to say because like there's some.
I mean, today is a different age, though. You can't even.
Now,
say,
my favorite currently right now, I mean, in the past, we will say, like, I've always would prefer some solid OG, right? You can never go wrong with some solid top shelf OG, right? But also, as the new
You got a good palate.
generation, I would say I love the new tier of runts that's been out. Know what I mean,
But
I think
runts
runts.
is anything, bro. You can't.
No.
Runts is like
No. I mean, yes and no, because
oh yeah, I got the runts.
no, there's a tier of runts. Like, I mean, there.
When you get that real runs is fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's I don't
I
again.
can
That's,
agree with
White
you.
runs is fire. Pink runs is fire.
Fire.
you know what I'm saying? Obama runs to top tier. Know what I mean, I feel like there are certain
I had
things
the
where
Obama.
Yeah, Mr.
I think there are
last
certain
week, that
things
tastes good.
where it comes to
Not
these
gonna lie.
strands that make them top.
And when I talk about the president, you know, I talk about the real ganja here.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
This
know what I
guy's
mean?
a menace.
So
But have you? Quick question, just a side note. Have you ever been to a dispensary like Colorado dispensary?
Several.
Okay.
I've been to
okay.
Vegas.
yeah,
I'm
actually,
not
I was in
trying-
Vegas.
I've
I
been
went
to
to one
Vegas
in Vegas.
dispensaries. I've
Cali
been to
dispensary.
Florida dispensaries.
I've been to Jamaica dispensaries as well.
Okay.
I
Talk
haven't been
something
to
new.
Jamaica
Talk
dispensary,
something new. Talk something new.
Yeah.
So
I heard they got dispensaries out in Jamaica too. I didn't
Yeah,
go.
man.
yeah,
Love them,
top
man.
shelf. I'm
Epic
top
Can.
shelf. Top shelf.
Epicot.
Epic
I
can.
believe
For
that.
sure.
Hey.
I haven't get there, but we're gonna get there as soon as we continue to build this. You know what I mean? It's gonna be exciting.
Here's
This
the
journey is
plan.
gonna be
I'm
really
glad.
dope. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be really dope. I'm excited
like
about
that. I
this,
like
the
that.
journey
Listen,
about
like that.
because the BG random spin-off. How much y'all boys got your license?
Which one?
I do.
Your
I had it once.
your marijuana license. How much y'all
I had it
license?
once.
I
I
have
had it once.
I haven't.
You have it currently. So that's 1 out of 4. Know what I mean? So on this journey, I know myself personally, I'm excited about just seeing what that process is like and going through in it because I'm about to
depends on
try-
where you
but
go
The
to.
anxiety
Yeah.
I get through DJing is real.
I was,
You know what
I was
mean?
gonna
So,
say it depends on how you want to do it.
Good slide. Good slide.
you know, you gotta have some
Just in case.
some official drones to figure out why.
Listen.
You know what I mean? So, as we shift, I got a new segment. It's called Smoke Before the Fire. And I mean, I think where this segment, I kind of want to talk about the things where you see it, but they kind of have like an offset. Now, I mean, is that smoke, like that attention grabber before there's fire. Now, I mean, so did you see the breaking news? Did you see any of y'all boys seen that news Nas documentary called Smoke?
No.
I missed it.
Nas dropped the
Documentary about ganja. And the beauty of that documentary, bro, from my
Why
perspective.
are you making up stuff?
Off top. I
Yo,
haven't heard that
yo, the
yet.
beauty about where we at right now,
heard that
son.
yet.
Yo,
Ever.
big homie in the building. Know what I mean? Is there a podcast going out with Nas? Know what I mean? Called Smoke. Can we double check? Know what I mean? Anything triple check for the homies? Dot I's and cross T's. Know what I mean? I think that's the dopest thing about where we are. Know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
his point.
That's it. Nah, don't
his-
even put all that.
No, I mean facts. His point was.
Okay, a whole 1 minute and 31
Yeah, yeah,
seconds.
for sure. Real quick. Know what I mean?
Shout outs to Luke. He's real quick with it.
Facts. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, Luke.
And it's on.
Luke,
oh,
you
it's
supposed to be on
Vice?
my side. You supposed to act like yo, we can't search right now.
Hey.
And
I just want to let y'all know Luke is Sicilian, very much so. So he is particularly our brother.
Complicated
Just
history
let y'all
of
know
cannabis
that.
in Black America. Smoke features interviews from rapper Ty Dolla $ign to former NFL star Ricky Williams and even our own
Shout out
Vice
to Ricky
President-elect Kamala Harris.
really are,
It's a
man.
fascinating and timely look at the racist past of the war on drugs and how the Black community is building a
The
future
war on
in
drugs
the
is
world
no
of legal
joke.
weed.
And I
Is
fuck
the
with
war
Nas.
on drugs a real thing?
Yes. Come on, bro. Get out of here. Yes.
So before we touch there, I think that's
deep
what he
subject.
wanted to address in the movie. It's the war on the perception of what they conceive as drugs. In our hands, and this is another reason why I'm so excited about doing a podcast, bro. Like, yo, when you look at the research in the world about just marijuana, it's always about like some from some like, no disrespect, but for some stoner. You know what I mean? Or from some.
But shout out.
hippie or
But
something.
marijuana is still a Schedule 2? Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 drug is still classified as the same drug as heroin.
In certain states.
Okay, so
Federally.
well, federally they should have done that years and years
Years-
ago.
and that's the beauty
but
of it.
I'm just saying, like, marijuana has been classified as a same type of drug as heroin. So with that being said, like, you gotta understand that they didn't have the same perspective of. So shout out to Nas making an interview like that or a docu like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think people have had that perception of marijuana for a long time.
For a while.
That is one of those drugs that is gonna take you
that's
on a
something
wild
they
trip.
instilled in us.
Yeah, and I think that's
It was
why
young.
it's like.
From when we was young, and
It's visually,
yeah,
they put it in.
this is your brain on drugs. Come on,
It's
bro.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's so much such a negative connotation to it. Now I'm but with the past 10, 15 years, how it's boomed this country, and all you've seen on a national scale is, for lack of a better term, a bunch of white people representing marijuana. But I've known my entire life for my culture and my people to represent marijuana for the longest. You know what I mean? Or have a voice in marijuana for the longest.
In the West Indies.
You know what I mean? And I just think it's
Not specifically Jamaica.
just for Jamaica, but just black folks. You know what I mean? I think black folks has always had a voice on marijuana and have a 2 cents on marijuana, been associated with marijuana, weed, ganja. You know what I mean? I think
if we're going into that, like
us.
that's a deep conversation, because even if you talk about like what marijuana is in the black community, like police will definitely pinch somebody for having a dime on them.
Forget police.
People, like you said, in the black community,
like, you know,
like black mothers will really kick out a son, especially from the Caribbean household.
Yeah, over.
They're like, yo, you're on drugs because you're smoking
weed. Facts. Yeah. And this is something that we go through on a regular basis, but now it's something that's on a national scale, and I feel like, yo, it's so much different voices, so much different perspectives that we kind of want to touch on, and we have like reference points of history or just, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about this journey with SmoKingz, you know what I mean, and what we gonna kind of be able to touch on. But shout out to Nas with this whole documentary, you know what I mean? Because he wanted to show like for lack of a better term, and I hate to use discrimination, but of like blackballing, you know what I mean, ostracizing of black folks in the marijuana industry. Know what I mean? And that's a real big thing as it's been legalized these past 10, 15 years. Know what I mean? So it's just a beautiful thought now. Know what I mean? Go ahead, bro. What you got?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just speaking from experience. You know, coming from, like I said, I come from a place called Orange Hill. And in Orange Hill, you have Kingston, Orange Hill, which Orange Hill is Negril. You have local farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Local farmers don't get the opportunity
to make big money.
But
bro, in that same breath,
because investors from USA, from Canada, from France, from all these different places, and like I said, I don't like to use a certain term, but you know, they don't use the local black farmers. They use the white farmers coming from America, coming from Canada. When you know you have some of the best
experience,
30, 40 years in the
30, 40 years of
Facts.
families who have grown marijuana for years.
And not to be rude, bro.
You know
Not to be
bro?
rude, but you got to listen
hard.
to piggyback off what you're saying. Pause is like, and no hate, no shade is thrown, but Burner, the cookies originator. Yeah. Burner was just in Forbes magazine, bro. Yeah. As a millionaire, potential billion dollar company in Forbes magazine, talking about how he's one of the biggest growers and the biggest distributors of marijuana. And what's his name from the Knicks that played ball that was got pinched?
Al Harrington.
Shump. Iman Shumpert got pinched in the airport for having under a pound on him, bro. Right. So you got to say like Burner, and no shade to Burner, but like Burner is a white man like in the industry putting a stomp down on marijuana, and he has dispensaries all over the country, if not the world. And it's like he's in Forbes magazine, but you got black people, like you said, in the islands where marijuana is initially kind of hit its peak.
I will say that Burner is showing a light on that, though.
He does.
Because he actually.
I will say that Burner is showing a light on the communities that are not getting their true due respect. And like he has like a whole series of where he's going around to like Jamaica.
Yeah, for Jamaica. He got a project with
going to New York, all these underground
Right.
spots that's been doing like, you know, marijuana theme type things for years. And now that's becoming legal and recreational in different states. Now, you know what I mean? They're showing the difference in the influx of business now.
Beauty of it.
So
as I watch this,
I will say that, but I feel you though. Like that is it does make you feel like, you know, something.
Why are we getting blackballed? That's the question.
That's the question. I mean, but it's just something that I definitely want to marinate and have a question for the world. And like I said, I'm gonna jump into smoke before the fire. And I mean, the main heavy topics for tonight, I kind of want to just introduce before we, dot our I's and cross our T's. What y'all think as we are parenting? I mean, we all shout out to the parents listening. Smoking while parenting. Know what I mean? Like, I think that's one of the biggest things for me as a father now. Is how you know what I mean? It's like I dance around the whole.
Who's jumping on it first?
Yo, let me go first, bro.
So first, I'm gonna throw the question. I mean, how y'all feel about smoking in the crib?
I don't smoke in the crib since my kid born.
Wow.
So it's a big thing for me.
Respect.
Like, so Yo, it take a lot of concentration to not smoke too, bro. Yo,
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure you guys probably have older kids than me. My son is only a year old.
Heard. Okay,
Right?
That's a blessing.
My daughter's 6.
My son's 4.
10 and 2.
So, shit, he my fool.
10 is a
I
big
got one
number.
on the way.
I'm on that strike like the clock.
What?
Man.
Whoa, word premiere.
Yo, listen.
got
Work on these
another
sound
one
effects
on
in
the
the
way.
future,
I
for
got
sure.
I love that.
The strong buck of work. Peanut punch.
Yo, peanut punch in a billion. Yo, that's love. That's love. Yo, big up.
On a level though, I gotta shout out wifey because but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably smoke all the time around my jit. But in reality, bro, like I literally could only go outside and smoke. I have a literally set of sweatpants and a sweatshirt that I smoke in every day.
Designated to smoking.
I love that. I love that in
Not a bad
terms
idea,
of
too.
smoking
Can't smoke up all
culture.
the clothes and you holding up the baby.
I appreciate that.
Immediately, I come out of that shit when I'm coming off the patio.
That's genius. That's
Immediately.
genius. Shout out to people who have a preparation to smoke and it's not
Facts.
just a
It's not just a
spur of the moment. Boom, I'm about to jump out. So I appreciate it. I can definitely appreciate that. For me, when I was smoking, I'm out the window with it. I'm just posted by the window and smoking, blowing it out. But I respect somebody who doesn't smoke in the house, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want your child to be just, oh wow, dad is going to smoke, so let me get ready to expect something else. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's one perspective.
Okay, so to answer the question, my daughter is 6, like I said.
Grab over
I
here.
do smoke
Grab over.
outside. Do not smoke in the house ever. But I do smoke outside, and of course, my daughter will come outside and
Fucking
have a question
playtime.
to ask.
Play-
or
Of course,
something.
facts.
I have a question for Oxy.
Wait. So, I always try to keep her either inside or not outside with me to smoke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she'll come ask a question. I'm like, all right, good inside. And she already knows. Like, she'll she'll walk up and she'll try to, like, dodge the smoke as she's walking up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and I was like, okay, you get it. You're not supposed to be on the smoke.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the same time, I don't want to open the conversation as of yet of what do you think about it.
6
You know
is
what
an
I mean?
early
6
age.
is early. You know what I mean?
6
Like,
is
what do
an
you
early
think?
age.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's so funny you say that because just as a parent in philosophy, I had a conversation with my son today. He's 10. He turned 10. Know what I mean, next
Big
month.
ups.
but not even to know what she thinks about it, not to cut you, but like, what do you think daddy's doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or why you dodging from it? You know?
So
You know what I mean? Like,
when you say that right there, I have a nephew that's 5, and I've always it's been the same situation. I
Yeah.
don't like to.
Smoke
Right.
front.
You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
yeah,
When
yeah.
he's getting older, and he comes and asks me a question
right.
like 2-3 weeks ago. I almost cried laughing, bro. He's like, Uncle Monty, man, what you got on fire out there? So
He already knows.
So-
Goods is
so I
gone.
said-
on fire out there.
I said, Papa, man, Uncle Monty taking his medicine, man.
Facts. That's how I do with my niece too. Factoids.
That's why I wanted to ask you. She's 6.
Yeah.
What's the term or what excuse do you plan to use? Because
When that day comes,
like
when
that.
it comes,
So
I'm not about
so
to run.
my-
it hit,
my-
it hit
yeah, I
me.
like
I
that
didn't know
though. I
what
like
to
that.
say, and I was like, damn.
All right, so Bomson, as we say that now, I got a 10-year-old and we in the car. Know what I mean? So more time I'm a calculated individual. You don't really want to be loud up smoking in their face. Know what I mean? But you in the car. Know what I mean? You been in the car for about an hour, so you know what I mean? You want to cheap something. So now these things with like a little vape, right? So because the vapes are so colorful, they catch the kids' eyes, right? So I said to my son, kept looking at my red, orange vape. So I said to my son, yo, what you know about habits? He was like, yo, habits, some people got bad habits. I'm like, yeah, facts. Some people got good habits too. He was like, huh? I'm like, yo, a good habit is like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You brush your teeth every day. I mean, you, 2-3 times a day if you righteous. You know what I mean? Like,
Shout out to Nazir.
but again, you have bad habits, and you see people going through bad habits. So again, how I calculated with my 10-year-olds, bro, you're a better version of me. Me smoking is as you see, this thing is, he's a 10-year-old. Like, he ain't redundant, he ain't stupid, he see what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is a bad habit of mine that I don't want you partaking in. Is how I kind of break it down in. But I remember at the time when my niece was 5, 6. Yo, you know what I mean? Uncle Woody, what you doing? Yeah, I'm out here taking my medicine, mama. You know what I mean? Like, that was definitely the play, for sure.
You medicine that.
Yeah, like, that was definitely the play, for
I
sure.
hear that. I mean, I hear that.
So, as I go ahead and keep it calculated,
I'm going to hit her with the, don't worry about it, take your ass
Don't
inside.
worry about it. Take your ass inside. Daddy's doing daddy's things.
Nah,
You heard?
Don't be asking big people
Don't be
questions.
asking big people.
Now give me your
Yo,
iPad.
That was, hold on. That was my father's favorite
line.
Yo,
Yeah, facts.
I'm gonna give it to you. Y'all
Big
talking.
Hey, yo.
You come in here, so my father said, "Yo, brother, we are doing here. You love the smell of big man."
Yo.
Yeah,
Yee-hee.
facts.
That's
Facts.
that's a
a line
tune
right
for
there.
your
You know what I'm
ass.
saying? You know what I'm
That's a tune for your ass. You looking like, well, shit.
Whoa, like, what are you talking about? That shit hit you for some days.
shit.
You know, you sit down and you have to think, well, what the fuck?
Wait,
I said, wait,
yo.
my top
That's that one fact.
Yo,
top
big-
Then you sit down and, oh.
All right,
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Jamaican fathers. We all have Jamaican fathers.
Is it?
correct.
Jamaican fathers are so funny in how they hint
Hey.
things to you at such a young age.
Yeah.
For years, I just remember, like you said, like your father was hinting to you, asking you, like, if you understand the terminology, then you understand what I'm talking about. My father would always say to me, he'd say, "You want me to get that girl peel your banana?" And I'd be like,
what?
"What are you talking
Right.
about?" Like, well, he always asked me that for young. And only until I knew what he meant is that's when he said, "Oh, you know, man, I thought,
boy,
no."
yeah,
And then I was like,
And then that's
I said, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah. Sign
that's
me
how
up.
Jamaican's dads judge what the hell you talking about.
Making
That's
sure,
cool.
making sure my youth is into girls.
You're not.
In the right frame of
and
mind.
they
You're in
understand.
the- you're in the frame of
He-
mind.
Is he getting action? Does he know what he's talking about too? Okay, now,
let me ask y'all something. So, do y'all feel like smoking or just ganja in general, do you think that should help or hinder your parenting?
Bro,
Parenting.
parenting
no,
it
Smoking in
helps.
general. Know what I mean?
repeat
Like,
the question.
do you think like smoking in general help or hinder your parenting? Like, do you feel like that should help you as a father, or do you should kind of make you slower and kind of remove? Or
I think this.
It
go ahead.
helps me as a person, but it doesn't
Person.
help me as a father.
Yeah, that's the thing. The question is mad specific. Like, as a
Definitely smoking while-
as a human, if you're smoking, if you're choosing to smoke, like it's you're choosing a different route. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like as a parent is gonna help me, as a worker is gonna help me, or as a businessman is gonna help me. Like,
facts.
and just in general, is smoking something for you or is it not for you? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So as a parent, it's deep because you know you don't necessarily want you don't want your child to be smoking. Of course, at 10, 11, 15 years old, necessarily in your mind,
Facts.
you're not gonna say like, "Yo, here's the spliff,
And,
take it."
and let's just be real clear and blunt about it. SmoKingz definitely represent and strongly encourage smoking marijuana and consuming marijuana at the age of 21. I mean, I feel like at that age, I feel like you've experienced enough.
parameters.
You know what I mean? Like,
that
Yo, y'all
final
really gonna
decision.
sit here and tell me y'all
right? Because I'm not
21
gonna
is the
hold
are
it. I'm not gonna hold
suggesting
you.
people should smoke at 21?
Yeah, 15 and 18, I feel like it's a dance, bro. You haven't really experienced life
So
enough to even
smoking
say.
is not for everybody. What are y'all
Smoking
talking
isn't
about?
for anybody.
Yeah, but you shouldn't start at 14. Is what I'm
That's
You
saying.
shouldn't
Bro, I
start
started at 14. I started smoking at 14.
Let's be real. You shouldn't start smoking anything if you shouldn't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
I feel like consuming however you consume. But again, people smoke. That's the number one.
The best
Let me
option
put it
at the
like
end of the
this.
day is to consume as least as possible, right? We can all agree with that.
You can agree with
consume
that.
what?
consume
but-
any toxic or toxin,
Toxin as least as possible.
as least as possible.
I
Whether
agree with that.
So
Hey,
I'm gonna
so-
go a step further.
That's a,
I'm gonna go a step
it's
further.
a topic.
It depends on who looks at it as a toxin. So you got a lot. So I can even this Nas documentary that we just saw on Vice, right? There's another documentary.
And it's on BT, so
And
shout out
there's
to
another
BET.
documentary on
They
the
got-
same Vice that says they got kids taking. I think is it? I don't want to say the R word, but you know, mentally ill kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Taking.
that's the word.
You get what I'm saying? Taking doses, high doses
High
of
doses.
THC,
Mm.
weed, breaking down with alcohol, burned down in the pot, oil is made.
No.
For sure.
But just like any just like most in like any medicine, it has a side effect.
So here's what I'm saying. We all learn side effects from what? From books.
And experience.
Let me hear what you're saying. Let me
Now, it depends on certain people because I'm pretty sure we've all seen people who smoke weed and then they had this tragic reaction. You like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
This person
No, I've been in that place. But what I think what you're saying is different because you have people who using like the strain Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web is mad THC low, more CBD high. And it was created for a girl named Charlotte out of Colorado. Charlotte's Web was for the girl. She had not schizophrenia. What is it?
Epilepsy.
Excuse me, epilepsy. She had mad epileptic episodes. I'm talking about 15 plus a day. Now she's taking THC or Charlotte's Web infused drinks or
everything.
Tinctures.
And that's why it's so like it was such a sensitive topic for like the country to kind of like admit. You know what I mean? Because it helped. Like however the reason was or however it was, like they were able to kind of like help, and that encouraged them to kind of do more research on it.
Real quick, just while we're on the topic, I'm gonna take a quick little pause to shout out to my brother Marvin. Rest in peace. He had cancer.
For real, for sure.
Shout out to my dog Marv. He had cancer. He was in the military in the Marines. He was doing this thing, and he had cancer. And before I had reached up to him in North Carolina, he haven't heard of CBD once. He haven't heard of CBD once. Excuse me. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story. We was in the crib Christmas time. He had a sandwich, bro. He couldn't eat. We cut it up in corners and all that other. He couldn't even eat a corner of the sandwich, bro. After he had the chemotherapy, me. He had the chemotherapy. It was knocking him out, fucking him up. And
that weed and that chemo.
Got him, bro. I got him a CBD joint. Shout out to this dude in North Carolina. Got him a CBD joint and some gummies. And bro, 30 minutes after, moms came through with the KFC bucket, bro.
My son went ham.
My dog went off, bro. He couldn't even eat a sandwich 3 hours before. Now he had the CBD. And, you know, so you can't, and I seen it with my eyes, bro. You can't deny, like, the medical
that's why it's so
benefits.
Potent right now in today's society, bro. And that's why I feel confident,
you can't deny the medical benefits of ibuprofen, but.
Touche. But it ain't something that the world want to accept. That's hard. That's hard. Know what I mean? And as you say that, I think it's a perfect way to go. I think that's a perfect segue.
It helps, but.
So let me ask you, DQ. Why do you think the black community don't really fuck with psychedelics, but they really fuck with like weed? Know what I mean? But that THC, that psychoactive chemical ingredient.
Like how that's a deep question, and like how you get a deep answer from me.
Like you said before about how the black mother specifically will look at you for just taking up marijuana.
Facts. Like how could I?
That right there. Somebody think you on something completely.
You
heroin. It goes straight to heroin.
That's LSD.
I'm going to go a little deeper with that, too.
Again, CBD mimics the anti-inflammatory effects of endogenous adenoids by acting in... don't let me lie to you.
Boy, what did you say?
Don't let me lie to you.
What did you even say?
Blame the brown.
CBD is good for your system.
That's ganja.
That is not CBD. That's THC.
That's THC.
That's THC.
We in a cut here, know what I mean? But I think it's dope.
CBD does help with the anti-inflammatory.
What my man was saying.
Listen, when it comes to psychedelics and the black community, this is my belief. I can't say this is for everybody else's belief, but growing up, you have to understand, growing up every 60s, 70s, my grandfather, my great-granduncle, auntie, everybody smoke weed.
Facts.
Right? As a black community, them smoke weed. Most people in the white community, if let's say probably 30% smoked weed, and 70% did psychedelics.
Facts.
So you have to understand, yes, even white people would say label us as ganja smokers. Yeah. We as black people label the white people as.
So you see somebody doing something psychedelic, you're like, wow, that's a white person.
That's what you always hear.
Yeah, that's a white person.
Listen, I can give you my experience. Yeah. I went to college in Kentucky.
Okay, that's different.
And my experience from college was all racist. All racist places I went to, bro. I came to Florida thinking I was going to be the biggest soccer player ever. Came to America. America wasn't big on football.
Big ups.
You get what I'm saying? I thought about football already. I went to Plantation, Broward All-Stars, tore my ACL in the Broward All-Star game.
All right.
Lord.
Went from D1 scholarships to junior JUCO.
Would you please?
Right? JUCO, a junior college offered me a scholarship in a place called Andrew College. Right? You hear what I'm saying? Cuthbert, Georgia. Cuthbert, Georgia, people. You hear what I'm saying?
Anything outside of Atlanta sounds dangerous.
When I say Cuthbert, Georgia, it's still cut off by a railroad track. Cut off by a railroad track. The blacks live on one side, the whites live on one side. Andrew College.
So, Bumson, as I was watching making sure dotting I's and crossing T's. You know what I mean? I want to make sure we keep the show flowing. You know what I mean? And looking at the time frame. But Bombosnat, it's a great vibes. SmoKingz, I'm well frost. I can't even hold it. I can't even deny it. I'm excited. I just want to take the second to go ahead and shout out to our sponsors or the featured brand of the night. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rasta's Mark. Beautiful premium cut rolling papers and premium cut rolling it entirely. You know what I mean? I think it's really dope.
Grab a leaf and all.
Grab a leaf. They got Fronto. I mean, they got a lighter. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, shout out to the brand right here.
Black owned.
But real quick, I have a couple different thoughts before we get up out of here. I wanted to talk about my experience at this ATF convention. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it's alternative smoking convention. And I think it was really cool because it was kind of like my first experience as like a smoking brand. You know what I mean? We kind of went out there and kind of introduced the brand to the world. And it was like, yo, this is really dope. You know what I mean? I love to rock with y'all. But for me, I just didn't really know what to expect. You know what I mean? It was just so much different.
When was this?
This is maybe like a week or two ago. Not even 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, maybe like last weekend. And from there, I learned a lot about just different smoking from a conventional smoking perspective. You know, lighting fire to spliff or lighting fire to whatever. You know what I mean? Versus like a vape or a cartridge or like a spin. So I kind of want to have your thoughts on that. What was your thoughts on, like, as we move from like different perspective of intaking their own consumption versus psychedelics or psychoactive ingredients like THC or just non-psychoactives like the non-conventional smoking shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think everyone has their own lane nowadays. And that's kind of what also inspired me to kind of like, you know what I mean? So what's your thoughts on that? Again, people don't smoke cigarettes no more. They vaping.
Lies. People still smoke cigarettes.
You know what I mean? Like, you bugging a bogey nowadays, you wildin'.
I think, what you saying?
So
psychedelics?
what's your...
No,
so,
he's saying in period. So, like, say, for instance, for me love a natural spliff, but I also like gummies. You know what I'm saying? For me, when I see people doing dabs.
Process, that's right.
When I see people doing, like, dabs and shit, that shit scare me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying you going to a different level of THC right there.
Right. I like that, too. But from my perspective, when it comes to just, like, the ability to control, like, my levels of frostness. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, there's a time and a place for everything in my viewpoint. I'm Caribbean.
On a gummy,
bro.
So with that viewpoint, it allows me to, like, be meticulous with where, you know what I mean? Like, where, you know what I mean? Yes. So that's why I love, like, the psychedelics in a sense. Microdosing is, like, the thing. But also it allows, like, if you want to introduce, if I have habit per se. You know what I mean? If you just have that fascination or that of just seeing smoke, you know what I mean? Or you doing something, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a habit.
Sound like a crackhead to me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. Some people have that. So I just want to get your thoughts on it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think microdosing is lit. Because you can, like you said, sort of control your level of. Like, you microdosing, you can choose to, I can take a 1 piece or I can hit a 5 piece if I want to, if I'm really feeling like groovy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to just kind of just get your mind in a space of I want to get tapped in. You know, I want to be a little bit more creative. I just want to one up a little gun or a little square. Versus like, yo,
or go pick up your Bible.
So, let me ask you: Do you feel like marijuana a gateway drug? On real, some real shit.
Nah.
Yo, people who say it's a gateway drug, I personally don't think it's a gateway.
That's a
drug,
dub.
That's a dub.
I feel like
nobody's saying that no more.
I second that.
What you mean? Keep it a buck.
Nobody's saying that no more. It's it's legal and recreational and medical now. Like now, it's like okay.
Yeah, but
we should start exonerating some people's cases now.
Yeah.
That it's not even that type of thing.
But it's still, in my humble opinion, the first thing a lot of people resort to for like a psychoactive experience, right? Then after that is what?
Are you crazy?
LSD.
Have you ever?
Shrooms. Da 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 da.
Bro, are y'all acting like alcohol don't do nothing to you?
Yeah, it does.
Alcohol is the first thing, if anything. And everybody act like that's not a big drug.
It is. Wow. It's a massive
perspective.
And everybody try that first.
Yo, between all of us
and some people say they frown upon you if you smoke, but they drink alcohol every day.
Every day.
The biggest drug is sugar.
All right. All right.
That's it right there.
Ross.
I think it's really dope. So I got one last game. At this time frame, as I look into it, we kind of take the smoke break. This last little chop. I see the big homie in his ball game as you all roll the spliff in. Calculate everything. We will kind of have this smoke break. So take a chance to light your spliff, roll up. If you haven't already, and take this ride with us. And during this time frame, I kind of have some casual conversations and keep this thing flowing and going as we dash sweat the rolling competition. Because I ain't going to stress it right now. Because I know who can roll what's faster. But we do that next show.
Stop.
I'm gonna lose the fast competition.
Yo, I don't even smoke no more, but I roll a split faster than anybody.
Stop it. We definitely
I roll a split with my eyes closed.
We gonna get it righteous.
I roll a split with my eyes closed.
All of you guys will roll a split faster than me, but I'm sure I roll a split better than everybody.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Smoking,
funny.
You gotta make sure you smoking. You don't want to smoke? My fault. Pass the thought to Ziggy.
Pass the joint to the cameraman.
Big homie over there. Make sure you rolling something.
Pass the joint to the cameraman.
Apologies, big homie. Apologies.
Big cool. Big Luke.
You can't be in SmoKingz and not smoking something. Smoking.
He said Hey,
too hot.
My boy.
That boy smoke, man.
Yo, a real smoker.
Big homie in the world.
A real smoker says, "Yeah, I smoke." Wait, what you got? You got some green?
You got some green?
Yeah, I smoke.
I smoke.
Period.
Does not too.
I still got work to do.
Yo, you can't come to Jamaica with me.
Fact. Cool, no man. So as we roll up and take this smoke break time, I kind of have a couple questions, a couple games I want to play with the homies. On this. Hey, yo, hey, that buddy I be. Yo, dog, can we not have what's wrong with my Caribbean homies, dog? Like I just want to have. We just have.
Hey, why you said that?
Quick smoke break. I can't play a couple games. Hey, yo. SmoKingz.
Lord.
Weed and music, man.
Love it.
What y'all listen to when you super duper high?
Oh, it depends on my mood.
What you listening to? What y'all listening to?
So,
give me something real quick. What you got? What you got for me?
Right. Yo, I got this 90s symphony shit that I've been listening to.
Oh shit,
my dog. Interesting.
Orchestra.
This
He
jazz
said
shit.
symphony.
Jazz shit.
So
This man is a frosthead.
No,
Yo.
for real. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie.
and Rice and Gravy by fucking Smino. Bro, I don't know what it is about that song, bro.
That's him right there. That's
it's
hard.
addictive, bro.
That's hard. What
Okay,
you
I
got?
gotta
What you got
play
for me?
that
Q,
note.
real quick. What you got for me?
When I'm smoking,
What you smoke? What you know what I'm saying? What you listen to? Your go through favorite.
It depends on my mood. See, it depends if I'm on the night where it's late night. I usually smoke at night. I smoke every day.
I don't know why he said I smoke at night as if.
Day and time. Stop flexing.
If there's one spliff I always have is the night spliff, for sure.
For sure.
And depends on my mood. Some nights might be like a, Griselda type of night. Some nights, I might just want to hear some hard hitting beats and just smoke and chill.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then
that's a nice vibe.
some nights I want to hear some Selection Radio type
Boys
shit.
hitting some Erica
You know what I mean? And
Jill
then
Scott vibes.
Some nights I want to hear freaking beats. Some nights I'll watch a pod. You know what I mean?
I like that.
But definitely it all depends on my mood.
For me, if I'm listening to music and I'm burning a spliff, it's Bob off top.
Bob Marley.
Bob is keeping me in the vibe while I'm rolling,
Let me pull up
and
my
I get
playlist.
probably 1, 2, and I'm going off. Bob, Probably like some. I don't know.
Listen,
Like,
If you go reggae,
some.
if you go reggae,
What you saying?
let me tell you something, bro.
Here we
Oh,
go.
God.
Bob
Nigga.
can't listen to me high, but you see blood clot garnet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow,
one,
you wildin'.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, that bread. That
Oh,
bread.
my. Little baby, don't
You
you
see
Okay.
when you're
cry.
high,
Yeah.
it will
Oh,
make a
me.
draw, it will make a clean, it will make a cook.
Get you right.
Are you talking about that whole Barris type vibe? I listen to that shit every Sunday.
Because it go from, oh me,
Oh my, pretty baby, don't you cry.
Oh, yeah, me.
Oh me,
brother.
oh
Yeah.
my.
Then you might be like a garnet, and I might put you one chop after it.
Yeah, you know
So I got-
Jamaican. You know how
I
Jamaican you are.
got a couple more before we
You know
get
how
up out of
many-
here.
Shoot.
Couple more before we get up out of here. I got this game before we leave. I mean, it's called This or That. I mean, I'm gonna add thought to a couple of homies. And indica or sativa?
Indica.
Sativa.
I'll say sativa.
Eat that.
Papers to backwood.
Whew. That's rough.
Sure, babe.
Papers.
I'll roll this back.
Chalice or gas mask?
Woo! Gas mask will fucking put you on your ass. Chalice all day. All day.
This is a tough one for me.
Come on, broski. Come on, broski. Where you at with it? Where you at with it, bro?
Uh,
A gas mask for me for sure.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna go with gas, and that's crazy enough.
Wow.
Nah, I'm going chalice.
Can't trust him.
Smoking day or night?
Hmm?
Smoking day or night?
Night.
Early in the morning.
I like that.
That's actually a good.
Early in the
Dolo
morning.
doobies or puff puff pass with the homies?
Dolo, no low.
We like the Dolo.
I personally prefer smoking with the homies to actually bring people together.
I'd rather
You know what I mean?
smoke. You have a joint. I have a joint.
That too. I mean, smoking. Of course, everybody got their own weed. It's 2023. You know what I mean?
Heard.
Red man or method man?
Are you mad?
Come
Red.
Meth.
Red.
Man,
on. See, am I mad? And we got a 2-1 split.
you
Wiz
didn't
Khalifa or
answer-
Snoop?
You didn't answer.
Snoop, get out of here, please. Get out of here. Snoop Dogg all the
You
way.
said Wiz
Off
or
top.
Snoop.
Wiz or Snoop?
213 in the
I got a
building.
pin of the last 4 rappers you said. Holla at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Snoop all day.
Why would you say
Wiz?
Snoop.
I
all
mean,
day.
there's a wave. You know what I'm saying? During that,
There is
that
a wave.
There
And
was
Wiz
a wave
Khalifa-
time for you.
I
Wiz
will
was all
say-
wearing Chuck
Listen,
Taylor.
I will say
I will
this.
say, yeah.
Cushion Orange Juice.
Mm.
should
Best
have been
album.
His first
Yes.
album.
I will-
Should have
Best.
been his first album. It
I
was
Cushion
really
Orange
good.
Juice.
I
did
will.
the best.
I will admit, you said that Snoop influenced you to smoke.
Yes.
Wiz definitely influenced me to get my tattoo.
Sock it to me.
Stove or matches?
I think I rolled a
I
fucking.
Stove or matches?
Hey.
Stove.
Hey, shout out to my brother E because he seen me
Because
light
I
a
gotta
couple
hide
spliffs
I
on
gotta
the
hide
stove.
my grabber. I gotta hide up the
Brother E.
grabber. If you trying to hide up grabber with matches, dead that.
Hey, yo,
That's
chill out,
over.
bro. I heard big
But with
homie.
the stove,
Stove.
yeah, I make
So,
something.
you know what I'm saying? I understand.
Grabber, I gonna get hot. Yo, if I gonna light in this blood clot to get a piece of petition.
Yo.
That's my question for the homies before we get up out of here, and this is for everyone here. Who's on your top 5 or who's on your Mount Rushmore of smoking? I'm gonna start with the big homie Monty. What you got for me? Top 5 Mount Rushmore of smoking individuals.
Top 5?
You know what I mean? Smoking. Like when you think of the craft or you think of the concept, you think of the herb.
Can I go because I already know the answer?
Go ahead, big homie DQ. What you got for me?
Because I already have 5 pins of my
Ooh,
Mount Cushmore.
Cushmore. I like that. Mount
And
Cushmore.
it's Snoop, Redman,
Mhm.
Method Man,
Mhm.
Wiz Khalifa,
Mhm.
and Currency.
Currency.
Wow.
All right. That's 5 for the big homie. Who you got for me? You think about a marinade over
Think
there.
about
Who
it.
you got for me over here? Uncle B?
Uncle B has Snoop off top. Bob, I gotta tag team on that
wild.
Currency.
It's all right. You already
It's
you're a
okay.
Method Man and Red Man.
okay.
It's all right.
It's
all
okay.
right.
It's all right.
It's
I
all
got I got Currency for sure.
For sure, Ski.
I got Wayne. I got Wayne definitely in my top 2, and the last but not least is fuck it. I'm gonna do it with my dog Wale.
Not gonna say
Alright,
Currency.
I said
He said Currency. He said Spitter.
Currency
He said
is like
Spitter.
number 3.
I got mine now.
Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
Your lineup, match up,
That's
So I was sitting down
Nigga
thinking
said
to
what?
myself.
What you say?
I was sitting down thinking to myself who I would put in mine, and I'm gonna have to say Bob.
Vibes Cartel, Movado.
No, go ahead. No. I'm not gonna say Bob still. Bob
Yeah.
in there. For sure, Bob in there.
Bob Todd is everything.
Currency half it in there.
Factoid.
Big up to Currency the Spitter, man.
Spitter.
I said Spitter.
Yeah,
Currency the
that's it.
Spitter,
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
Come on,
Big
man.
homie.
You know what I'm saying?
Jets. You gotta make sure you
I'm gonna have
triple.
to say Snoop. Hafiz says Sizzler.
Facts.
Sizzler.
Yes, I went last. I'm gonna let it rock. I know the people.
I'm going to his stage though.
and my last one gotta be Method Man, man.
Method.
Okay,
That's a big
I like
homie.
that. I like that.
He is. I ain't gonna hold
Method Man gonna bring out fucking Redman. And Kersey
See.
gonna bring out Wiz.
Honestly, I can't even flex. I seen on DQ's playlist.
I went last, so it's all right.
Yo, DQ's playlist just had Cudi.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I feel bad, but Cudi was on. He's
definitely
he's number 6.
He's up there.
Cudi's number 6.
Honorable mention. I ain't mentioned.
Honorable mention
Again,
for
Mob.
sure.
I say SZA for sure. I think Method.
Nigga stealing Sizzler from you.
No, I'm not. I swear.
You stole it.
That nigga did not. Nobody was saying Sizzler.
It's okay.
Love, bro.
It's okay.
If it wasn't for, I went at the whole.
So who else he got? We got to hear. We heard top 2.
Say Smoke Perp. Or something.
Smoke perp. It already a B. Nah, man. Buddhist play. No, when it comes down to like ganja, bro, and smoking, bro, like and music, Erykah Badu is just in that list for me.
That's
like it's somebody who I
That's
have
interesting.
And she do
as
psychedelics.
like. No, I mean, I don't
That
think
we-
she even have like
but this
ganja.
is the thing-
Until recently,
Bro.
she just did this collab with Burna. Released on the 10th. Know what I mean? But until then, like she's always been like affiliate with like this frequency and vibes.
You
and
can't.
chakras and,
The
like,
one
just-
thing about Erykah Badu, not to stretch this episode too long, but Erykah Badu hasn't ever put out there like she's smoking a spliff. It's an assumption.
She's clean.
It's
She's a clean artist.
She's a clean artist.
Yeah, but you just it's
Go ahead,
and
but
she
we'll put her in the list.
Nah, but you know, bag ladies. You know what I'm saying?
We'll put her
we
in the
know,
list.
We know she did. But again, in my list personally is again Bob,
I saw Windows.
Sizzler, Windows effects. You know what I mean?
Erykah
Erykah,
Badu, hello.
Method
You're
Man,
beautiful.
and I wouldn't be me if I don't mention motherfucking Ab-Soul.
I knew you was gonna say Ab-Soul. I knew you was gonna say Ab-Soul.
Alright.
But of course.
I wouldn't be me because bro, like when you think
no.
of like these just meds and vibes and smoking ganja, bro, and these people who gonna force you to think.
Yeah, real druggy.
Nah, I mean, I
Yo, him rate
Man,
Ab-Soul,
but again,
yo,
man,
the man rate Ab-Soul.
that's just who it is.
Ab-Soul's
I mean, that's just what it is, bro.
And last album was fire.
I think it was really dope, man. Music and ganja, man. We got so much that we can cover with SmoKingz. I'm excited about the venture. Shout out to Minds Wide Open for the beautiful production. Know what I mean? I think I'm really excited about the venture. And I don't want to stretch. I just want to make sure I show love to all our sponsors and affiliated featured products and brands. Rasta's Mark is this episode's featured brand. And they shirt. Know what I mean? I love their merch. If you don't know, check out their merch.
Ross's Mark.
Rasta's Mark.
Know what I mean? To the
Facts.
Means,
Yeah.
in the cut.
For sure.
But again, we got with it. Shout out to the Stone Ape for the psychedelic, the psychoactive perspective. I love microdosing, and this show is gonna definitely allow us to
I love my
grow grow as a brand. Any closing thoughts? Any final thoughts for y'all beautiful brands? Any people as business owners?
Shout out Rotted for the hat. Gang, fam, go ahead, cop that RAATID.shop. That's the gang. And of course, shout outs to all my black creators out there. I see y'all stay consistent. All right. Love young old head here. Mine's wide here.
Let's run it.
Avant garde.
You don't know. I'm gonna say big ups to all my black creators in the world. You know what I'm saying? And big ups to the Fire Life community.
Okay.
You get me? I say,
That bag's fire.
you don't know it already.
That's a hard. We definitely gonna link them and get them on
Support
the
the
show. For sure.
product.
Nah, that
Fire
bag.
Life.
Fire life.
Now,
You
move
understand?
your finger so they can see the lion
Yeah,
face.
let me hold it
Move your
up.
finger. There you go.
Tough
oh,
design.
my
Tough
Oh,
God.
wow, that
That
sets
shit
it off.
hard.
That sets it off. That
That's hard.
sets
That's
it
hard.
off.
That's hard.
You know, if you want any product, you can also DM me.
You know what I mean?
At-
Yeah, you mean?
Boy trying to get a commission
Uncle B,
sale.
Uncle B, what you got for me? Uncle B, let's get about it.
Last but not least, you know what I'm saying? I gotta represent them boys at Humble Religion. They doing their thing.
That's definitely tough.
Out of South Florida, you know, I fuck with them boys. You know, they going hard. Stay down till you
That's
come
the
up.
religion.
Shout out to Sham by Hand. You know, they got the handmade
Anything.
trays.
Facts, trays.
They got the
cups,
ashtrays, cups. You know what I'm saying? Coasters for the keeping it G. You know what I'm saying? Don't stain the table. You know what I mean? That's it.
Man, I'm just excited.
And last but not least, shout out to Shirtsy for holding it down for the boys. You know, we out here on
Mine's
Miles
wide
Wide
gang.
Open. Miles Wide Open. It was definitely a dope production. I want to make sure that I go ahead and plug into the smoking community. I got a couple gifts from my folks that were here. I mean, I know we are on our home stretch. But anyway, shout out to Soul Tree if you don't know. We got What You Want for Free, the platform for all the artists. DJ SOS. Follow me also on social media platforms. Smoking great ganja. Now I mean I'm a little frosty, a little saucy, but we're gonna keep this thing flowing. Yeah, that's not. I don't know. We're gonna keep it, but I want to make sure I show some love to the homies who are here and say thank you if I roll in.
Okay, we love it.
Hey, yo,
you guys are surprised.
I respect all of those.
Shout out to White Rabbit.
Yo.
what the hell is this?
Yo. With the CBD
CBD
drink?
ganja?
Energy
CBD
drink?
or is it ganja?
The CBD energy drink? I like that.
Raspberry lemonade. Hey, brother, this is kratom.
Bro, we should have hit that with the... We should have hit that with the drink, with the chaser.
This is up.
I like that.
No alcohol. This is nice. No sugar. 0 calories.
Relax, give me the watermelon.
I ain't gonna lie, you gave me the good flavor too. Raspberry lemonade.
Watermelon.
Okay.
Cherry bomb. Then got cherry bomb basura.
Mango berry? Okay, I like that. I got the...
Shout out to you guys, man. Again, follow us on all social media platforms. The SmoKingz.
SmoKingz.
This is the pilot episode. We are definitely excited about this. What's to come? What's the circle? What's the reach?
Heard.
And again, follow me on all social media platforms. That's _DJ SOS. I'm excited, man. I don't know what you got for me.
Yo, I just want to say thank you for even inviting me.
Thank you.
Love,
for real,
love,
man.
love,
It's
love.
dope, man. Give thanks
You
for
had
us.
us in mind.
Yeah, you've been talking about this idea for a minute, and
For it to finally come together, bro.
yeah,
It's
and
coming to fruition.
seeing this here, us doing this right now.
It's dope.
Holding it
I
down.
gotta say something. Respect. I'm
Respect.
proud of it.
Yo,
Thanks, bro.
shout out to
Thanks.
DJ SOS.
Yeah, I mean, top tier production team. I mean, for sure.
Cool
You know
hand,
what I'm
Luke.
saying? And I'm excited about the future because there's just so much different angles that we can come with. You know what I mean, the smoking from the black community. You know what I mean, smoking funky flowers with funky friends. And I got a lot of different dope guests coming on stage. And just having y'all involved is exciting. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I ain't going to draw it on too long. But give thanks. Shout out to the Most High. Give thanks to the Most
Big
High.
ups.
And
One time.
All right, bless.
we all we got.
Big blessings. Yeah.
Yo,
Yo.
All we got.
Yeah, we all we need,
Love,
bro.
love,
for sure.
love.
Forever.
Go time. You know what I mean? I think that's it.
Yeah.
I do that shit a lot when
I
I'm
think
That's
that was
it.
fire.
I fuck with that.
Fire.
That was a vibe.
That was dope.
That was a
It's
vibe.
really
That
nice.
was a
I ain't gonna
vibe.
lie.
Shout out to my
You
boys,
know
bro.
what I mean? That was hard.
Damn, I love our
Thanks,
time.
Russ guys. Yeah, that's done.
Move like him out to leave, you know.
I just want to make sure that we got.
No, we got a time
I ain't
limit.
overextended on my
We-
time.
yeah.
Over the time.
I want to make sure bro get his bread.
Give us
I mean,
love.
I'm
You
like,
gotta,
that's it.
you gotta.